Can you see my Chloe cam? Oh.
Chloe cam. Ah.
Chloe cam.
Oh. Nice.
I actually need to... Oh, my camera's fine. Maybe I'm just taller than the average human. Just kidding.
Huge. Alto.
I'm gonna start
Mucho
another,
alto.
I'm gonna start another tinfoil ball because my other one is too large. Alright. What happened last session, Jake?
Last session, I met with the White Wolf.
Yes.
She said, met with the White Wolf, and upon speaking to him...
Sorry, this is our third. One-on-one. Right?
Yeah.
Or is this our second? Third, fourth, I mean.
This is our second. Third.
This is our third. Okay.
Semantics don't really matter at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
This is our third. Yeah. Because it was thesis defense, then Petite has a breakdown, and now it's Petite is about to fight someone, maybe. And speaking of which, we got into it. I went to the... Bringing up my notes. Went to the Regal Dream, and made my way down and into the secret additional social club.
The Corsair, yeah.
Within the social club, yeah. Oh yeah.
Social clubception.
The special secret club in the special secret club, yeah.
This SSC.
And upon getting in there, had a conversation with the White Wolf and... Oh, sorry. I believe her name was Crimson? I didn't write it down. Who was a singer. On the stage, before now learning she may be she's the primary person who deals with the initial prep work for the soul. Upon being forced to make a decision, and now that Serenity had presented herself as an option, Thrick, in a moment of great distress, chose Serenity, and then proceeded to fall into an even greater moment of distress.
Hey, that's, yeah.
Where he left to sit down and write a little thing and see about speaking with Erithim, and Erithim, not giving a frick, passed him off to Laurelin. Because guess what, Laurelyn's back. She was having a chat with Erithim. She also mentioned it's been a while. She's looking for Eris, and also she has found Fear. And Fear's just looking for his sister, who's presumably Crimson. And so, upon pointing where she might be located, Fear just gets to it. Just walks right in and begins to try and have a conversation with the White Wolf. And as it seemed like he was about to make an attack, as he was making an attack, he said, "I am your last shadow." And the session ended there.
Yes. Yes. There's a knot in my back right now. Yeah, okay. Yes, that is correct. Mr. Fear hath made an attack. The White Wolf moves his head out of the way very swiftly, as if he knew the direction of the blade and where it was coming from.
Sight.
And instantly disappears. Didn't look like he cast a teleport. Just gone. Fear is left standing, like, kind of in, like, where to go, sort of. He starts, like, looking around him. Lori...
Instead of looking,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that, Batiste listens.
Listens. Make a perception check.
Just trying to clean my glasses. Crap. Guidance. Where am I on psionic die? It's a refresh.
Drugs. So saying guidance is just named drugs.
Drugs?
Drugs. I drug myself. Oh my.
Oh.
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 35.
35.
And I go down to psionic die size.
Almost like listening for something. You start to you start to become more aware of things that you generally not really worry about. You can't hear him. You cannot see him. It is almost as if he just bamfed out of reality.
Okay.
However, you do hear screaming from that dark hallway that Serenity went down. Of a woman's voice.
Woman as in Serenities, or not like Serenity?
You can't really tell.
Okay. This is... But that dark hallway it's just a dark hallway, right?
Yeah.
I
It looks like
didn't
it's
remember if
created
you
by
said it.
magical darkness.
Okay. If you're still looking around, Thirkle point to the hallway.
He kind of bares his teeth a little bit and starts walking with his rapier drawn. Laurelyn stops him, looks down at you, and says, "We'll search for the White Wolf. I think you want to remedy what you've done. Now's your chance."
A psionic blade appears in his other hand, and he begins to march down this hallway.
Okay.
Not even hiding it anymore. As he's about to step through the threshold, shifts to a higher Adon tier.
Okay. Can you share me your character sheet one more time, please?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can check all the sus things I've done that aren't quite normal. I'm gonna put it in player chat.
Yeah.
I haven't tampered. I don't think I've tampered with it. It's just that the Cobalt and Sign Knife I'm using are both archived.
Yeah.
Just about everything on this thing is ancient.
I'm just gonna casually check something. No need to be alarmed.
No need to be alarmed. I'm just deleting your inventory. What?
You don't know that. Yes, maybe.
Multi-present.
Wow, you are very good with
What?
very good with inventories.
Oh.
I'm bad at them.
Big Snake. Oh, Big Snake. I remember Big Snake. That was Big Snake in Melbourne.
What?
Big Snake
Big
Blood,
Snake
Big Snake
Fang.
Fang.
Oh, I see.
I think that was the snake in the Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah. Snake in the Melbourne. Only in this campaign. Jeez.
Album cover. I can see it now.
Big Snake in Melbourne.
Snake in the Melbourne.
Okay. So. Let me see if this actually works for you because I am an idiot and I didn't check beforehand.
Oh crap! I just realized that like a lot of the stuff in this inventory, is potentially on the EXO. There's a few things that I don't have. Okay, there's a lot of this is actually on him, but something like the shield I don't have equipped because it's on the EXO.
Oh, geez.
And also probably partially mounted to Slag
Slag.
because of where it was located.
Slag's a funny word. Slag.
Hmm.
Okay. I do believe, Jake, I do believe, this could work. But you're gonna have to give me like, just a second.
Oh, I see. Dupe the character sheet. I fight myself. They said fight your inner demons. Well, I had a fist fight with myself and won. I don't know what that means, but it was kind of.
Oh shoot!
cool.
I exited your thing. Sorry, I should have checked this beforehand, but
What are you looking for?
something.
Or is that spoilers?
It's not something on your character sheet. It's something if it works with your character. Really.
Oh. Interesting.
Or it should be like worth it. I just saw it and I was like, this would be cool character.
This would be NATO.
NATO.
I'm looking at Slag.
Slag.
Pictures of Slag.
Slag. This should
Just a
work.
bunch of big machines dumping molten metal into pits.
Yeah, this should work. It does work. I do believe.
I don't believe.
Okay. Right. Alright, we're fine. Okay. Alright. Nice. Nice. Alright. So, yes. How do you walk into the black?
With my feet.
Wow.
And slowly and carefully.
Okay.
It's totally dark, right? Like,
Completely.
no light at all.
Nothing.
Then he'll just close his eyes.
Oh, alright. I mean, yeah.
If there's nothing in the dark and it's magical darkness, eyes open or closed won't make a difference.
You enter, and as if you're hit by going into like a cave, you know how you're instantly hit with like a wall of cold and sort of like a
Thermocline.
dampness. Kind of hit like that. You start to realize that instead of walking on a paved or wooden floor, you are actually walking on jagged rock.
That's fine. It's fine. Just gonna cut my toesies a little. That's fine.
You hear the ever-growing sound of screams from various people, as if they are being conditioned in a mental asylum.
Fun. I'd love to go here on holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude. Are you depressed? You want to be more depressed?
Get shocked with
Yeah.
a thing.
I was just thinking about, just walk down the dark, creepy corridor where some weird red lady is going to condition your soul for use in the God Maker. That's what I'm calling that machine now.
Use. Yeah, okay. You start hearing in the voice of Crimson. In the nether deep, your soul is forged. And in the regal dream, it shall be renewed. Your body may be lost, but your soul will find new purpose. You may not want it, but those with more power have deemed it.
I'm gonna start running
Okay.
in that direction. Guarding his face a little though.
Uh-huh.
You ever walked into something? You ever closed your eyes and just tried to walk around, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing is running into a corner
Yeah.
and slamming your face. So guarding the face a little.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, picking up the pace.
I'm 1,000 wind that blow. I am the diamond glints in snow. I am the sunlight on ripened green. I am the gentle autumn rain. You don't hear anything from Serenity, but you eventually walk into a small cave. Actually reminiscent to the one that you met Dig in.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great.
You actually see Dig in that cave.
That's not cool. Get out of here.
He sort of cowers at the sight of you in your much larger Adone form. You actually see he was actually in the middle of knitting, as he said it was one of his favorite pastimes. He drops it, and the piece vanishes on the floor. Please don't hurt me! Oh, go! Ah! Please don't hurt me, please! Please!
Not anymore.
And in a flash, you see his eviscerated body. The one that was torn to absolute shreds, eaten by that bugbear that terrorized the kobolds down there. And in a
It doesn't stop.
yeah, you run past down the hall. In a condescending voice, you hear Charlie's voice say, "You let him die." You keep running. The voice of Crimson grows louder, and then you find yourself in the library once again when you met Alistair for the first time in his smug, "I don't want to be here, I would rather be dead or reading" kind of tone.
Do I see him, or am I still running?
You're running, but you see him. It's almost like you're running toward him in that grand library. But
He'll run right past.
yeah. And then finally
He's in these moments just tired of dealing with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of illusions, a lot of, here are your demons, look at them in the face, right? And right now he's just like,
No.
I have had enough of you magic users and people with power doing this. It is not a game I'm going to play any longer.
You eventually run into that room. It is a cave, smooth floor, dirt. Crimson is still draped in that blanket. Serenity looks like has changed into you kind of look like a diva has, like that skin tight, sort of like
Yeah.
almost like yeah, something like that. It is all gold. She is flat on her back in the air, suspended. Our arms draped down. Not suspended.
He doesn't miss
by
it.
her side. And
He doesn't
crimson
miss it.
over her face.
A beat.
Mm-hmm.
He walks right up to Crimson. 31 to hit.
31 to hit. Wow. Okay. Well, that hits.
Cool. Oh wait, let me. Would Serenity count as an ally enough creature?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool. That's with advantage. No higher, but 31 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. I'm calculating damage.
Okay.
Uh, 36.
Good strike.
All of it does not. All of it overcomes resistance.
Okay. Where do you strike her?
Like just below the ribs.
Okay.
Like this is like I walked up and didn't think about it for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, like the mugging, like you walk up, grab someone on the shoulder, and like about that height. It wasn't something of any particular fancy. It was just, I'm done, and I'm going to undo this if I can, and I'm going to do it quickly.
She kind of winces, turns to you.
Stab her again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does she turn like she's gonna say something? Do something of malicious
No.
intent?
Nope.
What does she look like she's turning to do?
In fact, she kind of turns a little slowly. She just kind of turns to look at you.
I'm doomed if I do, doomed if I don't here. She's pregnant. Yeah, screw it. $28 to hit.
28 hits. Serenity at this time still doesn't fall from that like suspended state.
Time to embrace the monster. Uh, 40.
40 damage.
No longer lower abdominal.
Uh-huh.
Abdomen. The last one was in the side. The next one will go higher.
Okay.
It's like some sort of moral. It's like a weird moral thing. It's like, I don't want to stab the child, but I'm still willing to stab you. So
She's going to make an attempt to. You must make a wisdom save, please.
wisdom save.
Yeah.
Curious. 17.
17. She puts her like two hands, her middle and her pointer right like smack in the center between your eyebrows, or
Okay, you
don't have
touch.
eyebrows, just right there.
Well, there's a brow line.
Yeah.
Brow
And
ridge.
instantly you know this to be something that elves are particularly known for. It's kind of odd to see it come from a tiefling, but you're instantly hit with
Sorry, 1 second.
okay.
We're so terribly sorry about that.
Okay. Your you're instantly hit with something that is known or used to typically transfer memories. It's a very personal, vulnerable thing to do. Usually known to only be done to very, 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 very special people within elven tradition. You see White Wolf and Crimson arguing. It gets to the point where he starts to physically abuse her. It also gets to the point where she almost dies because of it. And you see a lot of the scars that she has were because of him. And the scars that, you know, were kind of like fancifully drawn on her were used as like were drawn because of for torture and is like for punishment. She actually shares with you the moments after you last saw Serenity, and it was a moment of Serenity kind of looking up at her and being like, am I gonna be okay? Sort of like asking that. Crimson looks down and says, you'll be just fine. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to ask you a favor. Takes you out of that. And she says,
Is a blade raised like he's preparing another strike, but he doesn't.
What it seems.
Go on.
I'm just peering into her memories. I'm trying to
He's
find
letting
her.
her finish. Does she not sit on the throne of judgment?
She never did. No one who comes through here does.
He lowers his knife. No, he was saying that in reference to her mother.
Oh. Wait, sorry.
Not anything in reference to prejudgment.
Okay.
He was saying, does her mother not sit on the throne of judgment?
No. White Wolf doesn't know.
He lets the other dagger fade. he's still like white knuckled or
Mhm.
whatever the equivalent is
Right.
for a draconic race. Like holding Alistair's dagger. Forgive me. He reaches up and touches her side. It's not much, but he'll use lay on hands for 10 hit points.
You realize when you were going through that darkness, you kind of feel like that kind of adrenaline has stopped you from realizing, but you start feeling a little trickle of a thick ichor running down your leg. You look down, realize it's your own blood, and there's a dagger impaled in your stomach, but you didn't take any damage, nor did it come from Crimson.
Does it hurt?
No.
Stares her in the eyes.
Okay.
Not for truth, but for... I don't know a better way of putting it besides... mutiny?
Okay. Weak insight.
I have reliable talent.
Heck of a rogue.
Yeah, and I also rolled max on my psionic die. Give me 1 second then. 29. And I go down another die size.
Arya died again. I swear somebody's...
Arya. Ready to disconnect. Disconnected.
Arya, ready to disconnect. My baby. Okay.
Actually, it is. It is your bot. And it only likes your server, but it doesn't like your server anymore either.
No, it doesn't. What was the insight?
29.
She's grown to care about the White Wolf in a romantic way. Though she knows the right thing to do is to not stay. So you'd be hard pressed to find her wishing death upon the White Wolf, but most likely, I just want to get out of here and never see this place again. But I literally cannot leave.
Okay. Cannot leave because something more, or because she won't let herself?
She won't let herself, and because he won't let her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was a kill caller situation. Okay.
She says,
Reaches into a pocket and pulls out his little thesis he just wrote
okay.
and breathes out a plume of flame and lights it on fire. He doesn't explain it. But what is to come of this? The next few moments, the next hour, the next several minutes, the next week. you
It's a
know
sign.
her?
Okay.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
A good sign or a bad sign? A nat 20 or a nat 1?
It's a sign.
Okay.
I want to leave. Can you help me do that?
How far?
For now, out of here.
I cannot promise safety, but I can do my best. But I need 2 things still.
What is that?
He points at Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
For safety. The second one is I either need that soul spell gem, whatever it is, operational. There's a greater... I can't fully explain it. I'm trying to save a lot of people. And some friends. If that gem has any alternative, please tell me there is an alternative. I do not want to sacrifice a soul. It seems pointless and a waste.
I think you'll be in luck then. The White Wolf deals in that way. But I found another. But it requires some commitment. He's
Trying
actually
to figure out if Thrick has commitment issues all in the space of 3 seconds. Anyway,
Wow.
I don't think he does. He's stuck to projects for like months at a time,
Yeah.
so...
She says that is actually what Serenity volunteered to do. And that is why we are doing this now.
Does it have to be done here?
No.
Good. You want safety. I think a window of opportunity may have presented itself.
He will know.
Is he omnipotent?
No.
Is he all temporal?
Yes. He knows
Then-
things before they happen.
Then we are to simply begin to not think. We are to act.
Okay. I know a way out. And she
Right.
kind of does like the thing on the brow to Serenity, and she just drops on the floor
I'll
awake.
try and catch her.
Okay.
Oh, she isn't just like... Yeah, you ever like land on the floor and just kind of like bop the
Bonk
back of your head real
Yeah,
hard, and you're
yeah.
like,
Ow.
you get like the head sick. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how better to describe it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. At the very least, catch her.
Roll in athletics or acrobatics.
Take acrobatics. 24.
24. Okay, you successfully do. And you cradle her head. But you notice that you feel the pressure of that dagger push into you by catching Serenity.
He looks up at Crimson. What is this dagger?
I don't know. Were you stabbed? Can you tell me?
I've passed many things. None of them appear to stab me. It does not hurt, and I do not feel wounded. What is this place?
It's a place White Wolf found. He hasn't told me yet.
This is in the Trees of Anemus?
Mhm.
That's enough of an explanation for now, for me. Weird magical stuff's happening. It was probably the god's fault.
Serenity blinks awake, but you feel movement on the dagger, and her hand is placed on it. Are you gonna give me up again?
If I do use that dagger to kill me, and sunder my soul, or force it to walk Helheim, I don't care which. Whatever punishment is worse.
I will not sully my soul with such things. And she lets go of the dagger.
Does it remain?
Yeah.
Fine. Can he pull it out? I don't want to pull it out. They tell you when you're like, you're stabbed or shot or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
The best thing to do is to just don't pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait till medical professionals can deal with it. So at the moment, if this is a metaphysical dagger, I don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's an actual real dagger, I also don't want to deal with that.
Well, if you do, just tell me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no.
Okay. You see Crimson just starts walking toward the wall and just walks straight through it.
To make haste, he stands up, and if Serenity needs a hand, he'll take her by the hand and begin to rush towards the wall.
A little groggy, she does get up and leaves, but
he kind of crosses his fingers, hopes that he's not about to just run into a wall.
You walk
if
straight
there
through.
are good gods left, please do not let me make a fool of myself. I'm kidding.
You do walk straight through. And on the other side, Crimson has lit a torch.
Okay. Is it no longer magical darkness?
No, it is not.
I'm assuming it hasn't been for a while, I guess.
Not in that room. And she starts descending deep down into the caves. You can see though that this you know how sometimes smoke, in a fire, in a house fire or something, the smoke clings to the roof because of course
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that thick layer of like that mist that you saw in Crab Dance, that thick layer you saw in the Regal Dream clinging to the roof is there on the wall in the caves.
He'll drop the Adone.
Okay. As she descends. Oh, sorry.
Drop the Adone, sheath the dagger. He doesn't know what he's walking into. Doesn't want to make a panic. Well, half sheath, like like the hands in the pockets, but like still on the weapon.
You see the dagger in your torso disappear, the wound also. But properties of the dagger inside of your torso looked like it was made out of stone. Not necessarily expertly cut. It was scribed with a maze-like pattern with no beginning or end. And you see Alistair's dagger take on that same maze-like pattern on that dragon tooth.
Okay.
And the hilt. And the graspy portion hilt and that bit. Or the guard and the hilt. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Jake.
Yeah.
We're gonna things get a little wonkadonk. Okay. So don't look at this.
Okay.
So I know it says the magical items. I know it says the magical item's name, but don't look it up. Don't look it up. Here is what you need to know.
Get all that down.
Okay, one second. I need to just edit one thing with this.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Is it an actual item on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Or is...
But
Okay.
if you look it up, it will. Spoil
Oh,
everything.
okay. Oh, yeah.
So this.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't send the name, because
There is a name.
I've looked through a lot of the weapons. The dagger grants the following benefits. In its dormant state. Ooh, it's one of oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this added to Alistair's dagger?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Alistair's dagger is going to become an artifact level weapon.
Yeah.
No, it already is.
It already is.
Because it's a +4.
Yeah.
Your hand. Whenever you kill a humanoid with the... Oh, wow. Oh, I do remember reading this weapon. I don't remember what it was called. You can speak, read, and write abyssal. Okay. Let me go to Alistair's dagger and add a note.
Okay. So, of course, you know how these things work. They are upgraded or awakened or exalted by important roleplay moments, character moments. That's it, I think.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Character overcomes the greatest fears. Beaten to an inch of their life by a long-hated foe. Loses a close ally in battle. Just got, you know, that whole thing, you know. So.
Okay. I'm trying to add this to... Whenever you kill a humanoid with an attack using the blade...
Yeah, I deleted the name. So,
okay.
the blade.
Using an attack... With an attack using the blade, it remembers. I'm trying to just fix the grammar real quick.
My bad, sorry.
No, it's all good. I just needed to write that down. So the dagger, if we remember now, is a dragon-toothed dagger, very stylistic one, whose hilt, by the way, was not filled in, but has now been filled in by a maze-like pattern. And a maze-like pattern travels along the blade itself, too. A crack also works its way down the length of the blade, and it shifts the colors of Tiamat's head.
Yep.
Cool. This is an artifact tier weapon. And are you or I going to have to keep track of all the bodies? I'll keep track.
Both?
I'll make a document. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just write a thing that's like, Alistair's dagger, all of the weird stuff it's doing. I'll be fine. Mostly.
Alright.
And add abyssal to my languages.
Abyssal.
Bye.
Wow, you know all the really bad languages on Client, though.
Custom. I don't want to remove custom language. I'm trying to just add a regular language. Custom. Oh, wait. Diesel. Yeah, Dirk's a little sus. He knows Abyssal, Common, Draconic, and Ignoris, Infernal, Thieves' Cant. If a demon or vile beast speaks it, he shall speak it back.
Alright.
No, that. What is it? If you know your enemy and you know yourself, you need not worry about the outcome of 100 battles. I don't know anyone or anything, so it's fine. I'll lose, they'll lose. It's great. Great success.
Okay. Okay. So you hear Crimson say, "I don't know these caves well, but I know who does. And he lives down here. We'll have to find him."
Okay. We're in caves now.
Yes.
Great. Great.
He doesn't go by a name. He doesn't like being called one, so do that what you will.
Feywild much?
You get to a intersection with 6 passages. Not like arrayed in front of you, but like one going up this way, one going up that way, another one in front, another one down, you know. Just tell me 1 through 6. And I'll tell you if it goes...
Does Crimson not have a preferred path?
No, she doesn't know where she's going. So she's trying to find the guy. The thing. The person.
5.
5. That is down to the right. Going down.
Down to the right.
Yeah. Around a 85-degree drop.
Jeez.
Yeah. So would you like to go that way?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
What?
Alright, that's fine.
It's an 85-degree drop. That's not much. That's not anything. You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing. What?
Make. So you decide to go down this thing, go down the 85-degree drop.
Yeah. Very steep slide, you know.
Very steep slide. You do end up
Flush
sliding a little bit. Kind of hurts because it's sharp, jagged rocks. But you eventually get to this landing, and it is effectively a cliff overhang to the Underdark. Yeah. And you actually see a glimmering city atop a hill. Well, not really atop a hill, but encompassing a mountain, very much purples, blues, shining. Each building looks more like a spire of light than it does anything else. Big giant fey-like trees encompass this area of the Underdark.
Is it just a little plateau? That's it?
Yep.
Looking around, is there anything else?
Not really, no.
We have to go back up.
Yeah. Takes you a little bit after Serenity's like, do you find him down there?
Oh.
Okay.
Or wait, no, it's Patisse right now. No.
You get back up. 1 through 6 with no 5.
4.
4. That is a one to like a little diagonal this way, up, just up.
Like how up? Like 90 degree,
like probably like
zoom.
45 degrees.
Oh, okay. Steep but reasonable.
Yeah. Climbing up.
Yeah.
You start smelling the rot of flesh, essentially. And you start coming to like little landings that showcase skulls of like rats and other rodent like beings. Until you get to just a kind of bone pit like thing.
Oh.
And that's it.
I'll just call out. I'm not gonna call out. Never mind.
It's not big. It's just like it's probably about the size of your room.
Oh, that took me a minute to register. You meant my actual room.
Actual room. Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything could hide in here, right?
Probably
not
bones,
of
but no.
Like significance.
No. Nothing bigger than like a rat.
I'll make my way back down.
Okay.
Nothing again.
Go ahead.
3.
This one is.
Or if it's 6.
This one is sort of just a 20-degree decline to your left.
Do it.
All right. It winds. It goes on forever. There's a few moments where you have to like squeeze, like really squeeze through some spaces. But you eventually find. It's
comfortable. It's natural.
Natural. Because kobold. You do find a light past a certain jagged piece of rock that you can like hopefully slip through. You hear a very heavy breath behind it. It's like a little campfire, very small.
He'll call out first.
Okay.
Oh.
Who's there? Who's there?
Trying to remember the rules about speaking with Faye. Just don't give yourself a name, right? Pretty much it. Just don't give yourself a if somebody asks you who you are or gives you a title, don't accept the title. Right? Just trying to figure out how to start this conversation and maintain it.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a way out.
A way out? Why would you want to leave here? It's paradise.
I Can I see him yet?
Do you squeeze through?
I'll begin.
Okay. It is about the size of a closet in there.
Oh.
And there is a lot of knickknacks. Trash, essentially. Like rusty knives. Some of like, Ariel from Little Mermaid. Her little collection of just random things that would be insignificant to like... Okay.
Not at all.
Well, they would be insignificant to like a lot of people, but if you have nothing, you kind of find value in them, sort of deal. And it is this unbelievably malnourished, very old-looking, disgusting smell, dirty, loincloth wearing, that's it, elf. Who has an orange glow to his eyes.
And did I get a description of the person we were looking for, or just
a person? But
person?
Just, I mean, there wouldn't be many people down here. So,
Yeah.
So this is probably
Okay.
the guy.
I need the others here.
The thing that you've entered doesn't seem to go anywhere, so it's not like you're gonna be going anywhere but back up.
I'm looking for the way out. There are things to do elsewhere.
Oh, the way out. The way out, huh? You wanna get out of here? You wanna get out? Why? Why? It's fantastic in here. There's more things to do.
There are some not so fantastic people following us. Just to be safe.
No.
I'm trying to get out.
Who? Visitors? Visitors for me?
No.
I don't get to see many people. You're the first kobold I've seen in like 2,000 years.
It's a pleasure to meet you. You're the first elf I've seen in 2.5 minutes.
Wow. That's a long time. That's a long time.
Very long time.
Yes. Are you here for the dreams?
What are the dreams?
He waves his hand in that thick layer of smoke above him.
Oh. The dreams.
I'm here for... I'm here for an exit to the dreams. From the dreams, actually.
Why would you want to leave the X?
I know of something for myself that is better than the dreams.
Nothing is better than dreams. Nothing is better than the dreams. No. You're stuck here. Unless you give me something. You give me something in return. Yes, you give me something, and I'll show you the farewell to dreams.
All right.
He's kind of like still like looking at him from like the crack he was like only halfway slipped through.
Yeah. Give me something.
He reaches into the suit. You know, like on the inside, right?
Yeah.
Reaches. You know the spare button that like a lot of suits have that's just like sewn on to attack?
Yeah.
He just takes a claw and like plucks at the threads till they come loose. And he pulls out. I'm assuming the suit has like fancy buttons. Ertham strikes me as the person who who didn't just be like, oh yeah, give me the regular buttons. These are like the
Gold.
gold, gilded, gemstone inlaid, fine art, for every button, right? The spare is worth its weight in platinum.
Yeah.
Right? He reaches back and he kind of plucks at the strings and
he puts out his hand.
circle shimmy a little more through the crack and then put it in his hands.
Thank you for
Yeah.
this gift. Do you want? I can do a lot of things. A lot of things. I could show you a way out. Or you want to talk to the queen? To the queen. And he pulls out a skull. And it still has hair attached. Some
That's morbid.
decaying flesh on it. Like really old, like black, disgusting, dry flesh on it still. Hair dripping from it. The queen? The queen?
Well, an audience with Her Majesty seems like an event like no other. I am crunched for time.
I really hate being this kind of polite person. I think my character does too. But
but hey, I need an escape from the dreams.
Okay. She'll be very disappointed. Okay. And he places the skull on a ledge back where he got it from. It actually looked like he was sitting on it for a little bit. That's where he pulled it from, and then he just placed it on the ledge again. Tell her. Tell the little kobold. Tell the little kobold queen where you find the farewell to dreams.
that skull actually starts talking.
It actually starts. It
chatters in Morse code. Help me.
You actually
I've wanted to die for 1,000 years.
You hear a very regal voice. Very, 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 very royal. Very proper way of speaking in common.
Old common. Yeah.
Actually, you do hear dialects from all over. You've heard this voice once before. Yeah,
Frabjous day.
you've heard this voice once before.
The dream monsters are talking again.
Okay, so I had to move my keyboard. You recognize this to be Tia's voice. The between the clacking of the skull, and it looks like a puppeteer is just doing it. The hermit is just watching in absolute bewildered, amazing.
Is this Valen? No, I'm kidding.
It tells you the way out. I'm not gonna go through it. It's a very complex way.
Okay.
That's for sure.
So it gets out the notebook and scribbles it down.
And she says at the very end, "For still together shall we go and not fare forth alone to front eternity."
Do you have that written down somewhere?
Yes, I do.
Can you send that to my player, Chaz?
Oh, I do. I have also forgotten.
Oh, is it written down on like actual like? Oh, okay. Nor fear the void where through our planet runs. Okay. That makes no sense to me.
And
Even if it was in plain English, I don't think I'd get it.
And the hermit sort of goes, farewell, farewell to dreams, farewell to dreams. And he kind of like he just kind of munches on the button you gave him.
Oh, yeah. Understandable.
He actually just starts
I'm gonna
sucking
shimmy
on it
out.
like a lollipop. And the crackling of his laugh echoes through the halls as you reach the Crimson and Serenity again. And Crimson is kind of like, looks like to be in the middle of consoling her, Serenity, in a kind of motherly hug.
I'm not gonna spoil the moment. I'm just gonna speak quietly.
I think I have the exit.
Good. They break from the hug and listen to your command.
Right. He does the exit route thing.
All right. You weave through the tunnels in some
3,
moments.
7, 4, 4,
Yeah.
4, 9,
You see
5, 8.
some cracks in the path looking down into the Underdark, but you manage to eventually find looks like to be what would be like an underground railroad type sort of deal. You see a little safe house after coming out of a hatch into a safe house, a ladder up to the surface there, probably about as tall as what your room would be. Yeah.
My room. You haven't seen my room. Probably as tall as your room.
No, it is not.
Rooms are.
No.
Huh? Oh, right. I forgot about that. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, it's as tall as the corner, the corner areas.
Yeah. Okay. So not that tall. I mean, just like a normal room, I suppose. So there's, yeah.
Trying to like angle it right.
Yeah.
Corner. All right.
You do find in this safe house it was not used for a very long time. Not used for a very long time. Rotten food. Nothing really of note besides like a bronze piece here or there. Just left as like a tip for, hey, thanks for housing me. Alright, I'm out of here. You do go through the hatch, and outside is just a little shed. And the Regal Dream. Honestly, that moment from meeting the hermit and to exiting is about 3 hours. Is that
jeez.
Is that sort of like that sort of trek?
Wow. Okay.
Would there be? I forgot to say this until I started describing the exit. But would there be anything that Thrick would want to speak to Serenity or Crimson about?
He's not said I'm sorry, but he said it in other words. Other than that, there's an internal dialogue going on more than anything.
Please share.
About share?
Yeah.
It's something along the lines of like embracing monsters. Perhaps his folly has been running from the monster that he is, instead of embracing that part of him,
Mm-hmm.
but not letting it consume him.
Hmm.
It's not a weapon is not innately evil. No weapon he's made is innately evil. No. Yeah, that's a part of it. It started with the burning of those papers, right? It's and a part of it is coming to like, okay, you've had your panic, you've had your spot of luck for the day. Don't squander it. But also it comes down to that final point. And he thinks on just everything he's done, and he still can't forgive himself for what he nearly did to Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't let that separate from him. But in addition, the drive to do something is something he feels he had almost given away, but is now reclaiming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like steeling yourself for this is me using a weird thing, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. It's like steeling yourself for like a max deadlift, right?
Okay.
It's like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's mental prep work, because what happens next is not just going to be a hard fight in a literal sense, but in a mental sense. And he knows over the next few days, maybe hours, maybe weeks, he's going to have to come to terms with the monster he's been running from this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal is to not reject it, but to make it a part of himself in a way that is not making the world worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the summation of it.
Yeah.
I wrote a doc earlier. I did a brief character analysis.
Oh wow. Nice.
This is something I had been thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of thoughts. But it was partially inspired by fear.
Oh.
Yeah. Partially. Just the idea you mentioned the two personalities or whatever he fought against. I didn't necessarily I had been speaking with before speaking with my dad, I had been thinking about John and all of that sort of thing. And I sat down and I was like, you know what? You gotta figure out a way forward. This is a pretty good path.
Mm-hmm.
But rationalizing it, figuring it out, coping with it.
I'm really
We shall
glad
see.
you're saying these things.
Why?
Just reasons.
I'm scared.
Oh no, I've said them before.
What?
Just reasons.
Have you said the reasons before, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you talking about Eartham's little thing? About monsters? It's essentially, it's a rethinking is how I guess that's a better way of putting it. It's a rethinking of the perspective of the monster he thinks of himself as.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut up.
What? No. Try to tell.
Roll a persuasion.
On you?
Just, no.
Roll a
Please
persuasion
don't.
check?
Please don't do that.
Can I add? Okay, guidance. All right, I'm rolling my persuasion check. What's my charisma? It's 95. I have a 95 charisma.
Obviously, yes, it is.
No, we'll assume I have 20 charisma though, because I'm fabulous.
He's a flamboyant man. He's a flamboyant.
He's just a flamboyant man, Kathleen.
He's a singing man, Kathleen. There's no gays in Ireland.
15 for
15?
persuasion. I'm not that persuasive. I rolled a 4. Wait, should I actually use direct stats, or are we just making this up as we go?
It doesn't matter.
Flamboyant man.
He's a flamboyant man, Kathleen.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about that. I'll just be like walking to class, and in my head I'll just hear, "There's no gays in Ireland, Kathleen."
You've gotten it. It was not like, oh, congratulations, you've got it surprisingly early, but you have gotten it a little earlier than kind of was intending.
Oh.
That's the first little theme of Hardships. Is either fighting or embracing the darker side of yourself.
It's okay. This is a really random place. All right.
Okay.
The reason I was also inspired. Another thing that really inspired me. Right.
Mhm.
Besides, like, literally, I've been talking about John. He's fighting demons, right? Fear was a little bit of an inspiration from that, because you've talked about Fear and how I don't completely understand him yet, right? I don't know if he is the two birds or whatever they were, or if he perceived them. I don't completely remember the conversation there. But what brought me to the conclusion of what I wanted to do was ultimately a game called Celeste.
That sounds super familiar. Like
It's the one where you're scaling a mountain. Let's see. Celeste. Let me...
I've seen this too much. Yeah.
Celeste. That's the one. Yep,
Yeah.
Celeste. Celeste, is it? I didn't watch a full playthrough, but I watched, like... Well, no, I watched playthrough. I think it was RT. I don't remember who. Of course it was RT, though. I'm sure it was him. Anyways, point being is it had, in that game, your character meets the, like, bad parts of themselves, and their first conclusion that they come to is, I don't need you anymore. And that ruins you, right? That actually resets a lot of your progress, right? And then, okay, that's the progression of the game, because that's the story. But in the end, it comes to the conclusion that, no, you're not supposed to just reject the bad parts of yourself. You're supposed to, the fears and the anxiety and all that. You're supposed to, embrace them, recognize they're a part of you, but also, deal with that instead of just saying, I don't need you anymore, and dropping them, because that's not going to work.
I've seen playthroughs of this game, yeah.
What?
I've seen playthroughs of this game. Like, not much, but I've seen, like, gameplay of it.
I just know it as the game where you scale a mountain and get strawberries, and at some point you do some super jumps and you shoot through to the top of a mountain or something like that.
I only know it for the fan art. There's more things go, yeah. It's on the Switch.
I don't... Huh?
It's on the Switch.
Switch?
Yeah.
You're gonna switch to what?
It is on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's like the first little bit of the of Hardships.
Nice.
The last session it was Kira.
Ah,
A lot of other
nice.
things. But yeah.
My conclusion, by the way,
Mhm.
is that whole thesis thing. Like, upon thinking about it longer, it's like the longer thoughts, which was personified by the burning of that thesis, is this is not right. This complete rejection of what reality isn't right. I'm going to set things right. This is the way things are. If I reject these parts, if I reject what I've done, I'm no better for it. But I need to take a new approach. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness. More.
My inspiration for that came from talking about it with my therapist.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
And essentially what you just said was the whole conversation that me and she had. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad I broke into the arc theme early.
I mean,
I'm also glad that the other character I made just randomly fit into that arc too, with John.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Aerothem doesn't care anymore. So he's kind of just bleh. Lyra has embraced it, and Soul has just flipped. And then Alistair also flipped. So, whatever. Anyways. In their own ways, I suppose. But there's a few times to which Serenity would come up to you. Ask you questions that you already know. Or that you know, sorry. Ask you questions that you already know they know.
Oh, like?
Very simple ones. Like, why were you out in the forest? Questions that they've asked before.
Oh.
Where are you from? Are you a good kobold?
He'll not sugarcoat any of them. Until she asks the "Are you a good kobold?" thing. Because he'll probably be in the midst of the embrace the monster kind of thing. By the time she gets to that. And he'll tell her good and better.
Good and better. I'm trying to do good.
Instead of answering him, "Are you a good kobold?" Just, yeah. That's how, I'm gonna settle with that answer. He's trying to do good.
You know, in movies where there's like a deep voice that comes on the screen and the bass is just so encompassing where it's like, whoa, that's a powerful voice. You know, those kind of things. You know, that sort of thing. Where it's
I'll just think of Morgan Freeman, but more bass.
Yeah.
The vibration you can feel in your chest, kind of.
Yeah.
Because your lungs are expanding and contracting.
You hear a voice It seems like a soft voice, but like the bass was turned up to like 200.
Bass.
Bass.
Hello there, ladies and sirs. Buy Old Spice.
This is deep. This is deep in the tunnel.
This is deep lore, Jake. Shut up.
Lore.
Quit bringing up the Old Spice. Now look at you, and now look at me. Now look at Old Spice. This is what you could be.
I love Old Spice commercials.
I know. And then there's Manscaped commercials. Manscaped
Do you have balls? You should shave them.
Um,
Even if you don't, use it on your armpits. Use it on your dog. Use it on your lawn. That's right, Lawnmower 3.5.
It's 3.5 edition. Best edition. 4 will be crap. They'll reach 5, it'll be okay again. Anyways, what's happening? Right, based soft voice.
you're the kind of person who would buy the Manscaped just for the memes, Jake.
Just for the me. Yeah, let me blow $50 on a razor. Listen, give me a second, right?
Alright, you're about to show me your Manscaped.
No. No, so my mom is a hairstylist. I've expressed this to you, right?
Yeah.
And I don't do a regular shave, right? I don't use like a straight razor or anything.
Mhm.
I use an electric razor. Thing is though, my mom is a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
So she has like the really good razors,
Okay.
right? Electric razors. So I wouldn't buy them even if it struck me as like a hilarious meme, because it's a waste of money. And because my mom has better stuff.
It's never a waste of money for the memes, though, Jake.
It is. All right. Something I'm willing to spend my money on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is something that like I'm really interested in, like the Switch or the kobold sitting next to the Switch, but not a Manscaped razor.
Soft deep. Soft bass.
Soft and based.
Oh, I'm orange.
He says. You're orange?
Look.
What the heck? How did that... Okay. Orange man. Oh, you're fine
Color
now.
correction kicks in.
You hear? Can't really decipher whose voice this may be, but you know its origin. After you answer Serenity that last time, he says, or it says, it sounds like a male voice. That's all we can try to do, is it not? And it's originating from Alistair's dagger.
He looks at Serenity, and then down at the dagger.
Don't worry, she can't hear me. But you can.
He'll think to himself then, like just in his head. You know, like how, like over psionics, you can like broadcast to someone, or you can hide your thoughts from them.
Yeah.
Is it similar to that? It
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
okay.
It it sounds like it's being said out loud, but really it's only to you. Yeah.
And
Let me think about that for a second.
trying's a hard thing, though. The point is not giving up. Might I ask who I'm speaking to?
creation of an old friend.
Which friend?
Alistair Vayner.
Go slap some information into notes.
Okay. Have you always been able to speak?
No.
It's a
But what
new
happened
experience.
sure helped.
What did happen? I'm confused.
Whatever that dagger did, it unlocked a certain potential within me. I think we will be working together for a while. Unless you choose to discard me, which I don't think you will.
No. I was planning on throwing you in a trash can almost as soon as I got out. Yeah, this was. I had an attachment to this dagger, but I've just sworn off weapons and everything. It's a whole thing.
Of course.
No, sorry, I don't mean to get off on the wrong foot. Hand. Tang.
What did you say?
Tang?
Tang?
Yeah, do you know what a tang is?
No?
Alright, time to do some stuff, alright? Weapon, right?
Yes.
Sheath. You put the blade in, right?
Yes.
You take the sheath. Toss it back there. Alright, we don't need that.
Okay. Mine's bigger.
So, you have the... So be it?
You want me to go
I
get
can't-
mine?
I actually can't use a katana because katana don't have normal tangs. Which, by the way, I recently learned how you're supposed to keep a katana. So it's no longer sat in a position where it looks like I'm about to cut someone. Okay, but this is the, blade, right? The usual parts. And again, all of my stuff is so blunted.
Mine's not.
And then you have the handle. Right? Within the handle, though, in good weapons, is a metal rod, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which either a pin will be set through, or it will be epoxied or press fit. Pressure fit? Friction fit into a handle. That additional piece of metal is the tang of
Okay.
a dagger. Usually daggers. I don't know how it works with short swords. But at least in smaller weapons, that is a tang. It's not seen, but it contributes largely to the overall structural integrity of the weapon.
Okay. I got
So-
this in Germany,
Nice.
but it came from
I-
Spain.
Made in Spain, sold in Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know where that dagger is from. All of those weapons are from my dad, right?
Me and DJ almost got a sword in India.
Nice. I think.
We were on a missions trip, so that may have not have been the greatest choice.
Yes.
So we decided against it.
The katana and the smaller one, which I'm sorry I don't actually know the name of. Forgive me.
The one to kill yourself with. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one my dad gave me. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyways.
Nice.
I don't know what it's called. Do you know?
No,
what's
I
the name?
I forget the name.
Oh, okay.
Constantly.
But those two are actually from Japan. when my dad visited. And then the smaller one, I want to say it's from the Middle East, actually.
My
But I'm
dad
not
has
entirely
a
certain.
heck of a lot of Middle Eastern daggers for some reason. He also has a Maori.
I can hear you. There's just blade rust on my hands,
Oh yeah.
or metal rust, because that outside of that dagger is, I don't know what metal it's made from. But it does not like. It doesn't like existing.
My dad also has a Maori club. So that's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's a blade that he got from Israel to open up letters.
Nice. I know this might sound a little out of nowhere, but I want a replica Gom Jabbar.
Just a needle. You just want a
Well, because
needle?
like there's like the one from the movie,
Yeah.
but there's also the ones that are like the finger like tip thing
Yeah.
from the other movies. Either one I think would be really cool.
Yes.
Anyways, you just had your mind on it because of a lot of the inspiration from Dune being like Arab countries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're about to stab yourself.
Oh, I've stabbed myself many times with this thing.
Excuse me. Again.
Yeah. It heckin' hurts, man. But
What was the
you see
image you used?
plant guts on this thing because I killed a bunch of plants with it and I forgot to clean it.
I see.
Yeah. What were you saying, sir?
I'm looking up the. This is the one, I think. Copy image. I'll send it to you. And I'll delete it to clear up the clutter.
Oh yeah.
That was
okay.
the.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the one, right? I just looked up Dragon Tooth Dagger on Google.
Yeah, but there were some slight alterations I made to it.
What were the alterations?
Don't remember.
Okay.
I don't even think I add them in my notes.
Yeah. Okay. I just remember that because the normal Dragon Tooth Dagger. Copy image. Looks like this.
Right, okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. Right. As you exit...
Oh. No, the weapon. That's a whole conversation,
right,
Jamie.
Yeah. Totally forgot we were having that. What did you say
don't-
last?
Didn't mean to get off on the wrong foot.
Oh.
And tang.
I
Because blade puns.
didn't think we were. But it's nice to finally talk to you after observing you for such a long time.
Yeah, I'm glad to talk to you too. The hesitancy is not a dislike of you, it's a pondering of my actions.
For the record, I really haven't questioned much from what you've done with my power, but
I hope we don't ever come into conflict.
no, I respect what you've done. I admire it, in fact, actually. So
He's thinking back on what he. On, like, stabbing. He's thinking back on the stabbing of Crimson now, like. Not broadcasting it to the dagger! Like, trying to, like, he, like, closes his mind off for a second and just, like, okay, cool. No, this is what I needed. I needed accountability. This is
your
excellent accountability.
Blade.
He's my accountability stabby.
But yeah, he kind of just. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's excellent to meet you. Do you have a name you'd prefer to go by?
No, but I was hoping you had one for me.
Trying to think of something that's not just like name it Sting because Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Can you remind me the exact context of Ertham talking about thorns? He was talking about you remember the context of like roses have thorns, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think it was because he was saying like, you know.
If I took my thorn and used it to kill, what would you do?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
What did he mean by that again? About by thorn? I never quite sorted that out in my head.
It was sort of like you were always saying like life is so precious and beautiful and like
Yeah.
that whatever, and he equated that to a thorn, or sorry, a rose. But he also said that roses have thorns, and if I were to be that thorn, like life itself is the rose, right?
Yeah.
And you can choose to be a petal or a thorn, and if you chose to be a thorn and killed your friends with it, would you still appreciate the rose?
By the way, I have thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought of two new responses in his speaking of that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm debating whether to share them with you or just save them in case it comes up again. Because both I think are equally useful, but one will absolutely follow another.
Okay.
Follow
Probably
the other.
save them. Just save them.
I'll save them in case Thorns and Roses come back up. Not Guns and Roses, just Thorns and Roses.
So you.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
He said, "I hope you have one." Dirk thinks on it for a minute.
What about Tilek?
Draconic for Rose.
I don't. What? Not the translation. The name.
Tilek.
Tilek.
T.
Okay.
Tilek.
I slapped it into Google Translate,
Mm-hmm.
right, and hit the audio speaking button. It's essentially what I was. Tilek. Tilek, I believe. Let me double check that. That's what I've been doing. That's all the click-clacking. I'm sorry to
No worries.
correct. Yeah, Tilek. Tilek. Tilek.
Tilek. It's Rose and Draconic. I have a habit of just using simple Draconic words for names.
I like it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll speak with you later.
Yeah,
It seems
feel
to go dormant.
free any time.
He can just shut him off. He's like, we're not talking now. I'm gonna sleep. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What was that meme? That little girl who's just like,
Yeah.
I sleep. That's
Yep.
cool.
You're about to exit the caves, or somewhere in that the 2-hour mark, you stumble across this very large cave, very large opening. Stalagmites and tights are all over the place. There's this sort of like smoother wall that, you know, at the end of the credit sequence after King of the Monsters, they had the cave drawing of Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah.
Tiamat and the Ephemeral.
Tiamat and the Ephemeral.
Yeah.
Oh, baby! Woo! Kill me. Alright, I'm just gonna call it now. You're stealing from Transformers lore again, right? Tiamat splits herself up into multiple lesser beings, right? Which become the other gods. And because of that, that was the overall plan for defeating the Ephemeral. Which is exactly what Primus did to defeat, his opposite. I don't remember. I'm calling it now. You ripped off Transformers lore again without knowing it.
This is absolutely.
This is the plan. I get out the Covenant Primus, okay?
Crimson says, "Wow. This hermit is crazy," and she just keeps walking.
Dirk looks at it for far longer than he wanted to. You see, you said Tiamat and the Ephemeral. Is it Tiamat the five-headed dragon and Ephemeral the floating orb?
No. The Ephemeral takes a more...
Oh, he wouldn't even know what the orb is.
Nebulous.
Nebulae?
shape.
Nebulae?
It
Nebulo.
looks like you're looking at a nebula. Just a nebula.
Oh, there was a nebula. It all comes full circle. The cloak! You shouldn't have thrown it away! Anyways.
But yes, it's recognizable, yeah.
Interesting. He stands and looks at it for a long moment. And keeps moving.
You do eventually make it to that safe house. Serenity just sort of plops onto the ground after walking for 3 hours in a cave. Crimson takes a moment. Starts just like shimmying through the rubble of that safe house.
Dirk will pull out the comm thing and see if he can get in contact with Eritham.
Hello?
There's a situation.
When is there not? What? when is there not?
Well, if the Ephemeral wins, then there won't be. So, Laura Lynn came over, and she's got...
He looks at like Crimson and then like lowers his voice.
I think she has a friend with benefits. And he's looking for...
Yeah.
He's looking for...
Dirk's finally made his full return to the very disconcerting conversation style.
Yeah.
If you're going to try and throw me off balance because of who I am, I'm going to throw you off balance by being the weirdest conversation you've ever had.
Okay.
And he's Fear, imagine, of all people.
Okay. Isn't he dead?
That's what I thought. This Fear's...
What, you said like mid-20s?
Yeah.
We're talking like pre-cat.
Pre-cat.
Huh?
Pre-cat.
Pre-cat? Pre-cat. Oh, I was thinking like Vylar attack, but this would be like slightly after Vylar rebellion.
The
We're talking-
Vylar thing happened around when he was like 17 or something.
Oh, okay. So after that.
We're talking like pre Catherine.
Wow. That's... It's not an impersonator.
He thinks back on it.
He said, I'm your last shadow.
Does it mean anything to you?
A little bit. On top of that ship. The ephemeral, I heard that. From the ephemeral, I believe. Anyways, he's looking for his sister, who has requested safety.
Do you have his sister?
With me, yeah. You bring up a good point, though, about impersonation. He doesn't seem...
Right.
He doesn't seem... He doesn't seem to quite understand or know what's going on. He just knows he has that objective. So I guess I'm asking two things. The White Wolf. He's not omnipotent, but he is able to perceive a little extra time, right?
It's almost like he always has foresight. Yes.
That's what I was picking up. Can you think of a place that'd be safe? The only place I can think of is about a continent away. It'd be amongst Golden Spires, and even that I'm not sure of.
Safe as in... I can breathe somewhere safe, yeah. If you don't think this is anymore.
This as in
The town.
the town.
I think it's a bit close,
Sorry?
though.
I think it's a bit close.
Okay.
I just don't know. Wanted to inquire to you if you had any additional ideas.
Is the White Wolf anywhere near you at the moment?
Fear tried to stab him, and he disappeared. Didn't look like a teleport. It's like he just unexisted himself.
Time stop, maybe?
That's a concerning thought. He's a powerful caster, correct?
Yeah, he is.
It's a lot of magic to be burning through.
Keep an eye out.
I always do.
But as far as I am concerned, Ashvalana is one of the safer places. Unless you want to go deal with the high elf societies deeper into these woods.
I think it would be prudent. But if we are constrained by time, then perhaps this for the time being. That in a time shortly after. Thanks for the info. Sorry to disturb you if you're sleeping.
No. See ya. And he hangs up. It's about
So weird to have conversations like that with Aerithim.
It's about early morning. About 8, maybe.
As Crimson is looking through things, walks over and just...
Two things. Do you need help looking for something?
No, I don't really know what I'm looking for, but
And the second thing is, do you have a brother?
no.
Okay. Do you know of a person named Fear?
No.
Well, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I can't quite tell which. Somebody showed up here named Fear. They're looking for their sister.
Okay.
We'll see what comes of it.
Alright.
Been told that this is a pretty safe place. Ashalana is. But if you think it's better to find somewhere safer, I've been notified that some of the high elves deeper in the woods might be of help.
Yeah, well, not even the highest scholars or the biggest of kingdoms know about Ashalana. They know about the elves, but they're not allowed in. So, I don't know. I think I'll take my chances in Ashalana for a while, and the White Wolf doesn't like going out.
Feel free to notify me if there's any trouble.
Is there any way I can keep in contact?
He has 3 sending stones to 3 different people, none of which are here.
Yeah.
For an hour, and as long as you're within a mile. That's the best I could give you in the short term. I don't have a long-term answer. If you'd be willing to make a trip with me, I might be able to get my hands on some additional communication.
Okay. I am willing. Would you like to go now?
I don't think this is a safe place. What would the White Wolf be willing to do to get back to you?
I am not privy to his capabilities. Or his
We're guessing.
will.
Any guessing? Magic? Technology?
I think first he'll send mercenaries if he really wants me back. But if it really came to, he might make an appearance.
See? Do you have a time frame? Estimation? Mercenaries after a day or so.
Midday.
Okay.
And if they don't come back, then I think he will.
So, 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of anywhere safer?
I don't think many people will be willing to protect someone like me.
I might have an idea. If Aryabot wouldn't die every 30 seconds.
Arya!
Rhea, why did you end me so?
Freaking chicken. Okay. That actually.
Remember,
decent
Arya without the A is somebody who got their arm snapped into by a robot.
Heck yeah.
Logger.
Can I get a PogChamp in the chat for all of those sisters getting their arms snapped by their brother's big robot man?
Woohoo!
Ew! Poggers! Poggers.
Yeah, baby, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, ready.
So anyway,
That had some bounce to it, man. The heck? Wow.
I just threw it back. I was not expecting it to land like. So what happened is it landed on its cap,
Uh-huh.
right? And that cap landed on the roof of it. I don't even have to go look and like inspect to figure out what happened. The cap landed on the roof of this like slightly domed trash can, right?
Uh-huh.
So it hit that, and then the both could give a lot of energy in return.
Okay.
So that resulted in it bouncing. In addition, it had like about an extra foot off the ground too, so that
Okay.
assisted the boost. Anyways, that's the physics of what happened back there.
Okay, sorry, I was just thought the music
It's
just cut out again.
energy return coefficient was. Anyways, that's not my science.
So,
Yes.
shall we be going?
Well, I asked her if she could think of the better place.
I'd just like to go back to my old house. Home.
Okay.
She asked for him to help keep her safe, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making a lot of commitments that I only have a week's worth of time to be able to fill.
I mean, like,
I've
not like stay with her per se, but more like just make sure you don't die. Yeah.
Mm.
I may have a final idea. Might take a little finagling.
Okay.
We can go there. Yeah. What about Serenity? You seem to have a better plan than I.
It's gonna take some time.
Should we consult her, or do you want to take her with you?
I'll take it with me for now. She kind of leans in. She doesn't hate you. If that's any solace.
Let's head up.
Drop in the bucket, even if she did. I wouldn't be mad at her for it either. I can't forgive myself, though.
Puts a hand on your shoulder and just walks out up the ladder.
Hand on shoulder. Ugh. Ugh. Why do they make these ladders so tall? Ah! Dude, have you ever tried climbing a 90-degree ladder? That's harder than like the ones that like lean, right?
Yeah.
The ones that are straight up are like, oh, okay.
Oh.
This is not. What is
you have to like cling to it.
Yeah. You gotta keep yourself in, which is not what feels right. So, anyways.
Yeah, she leaves. Serenity's still just on the ground in a pile of leaves, basically.
Jeez. Sat down on a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
Serenity. Ready.
Yeah. Okay. I think she like gets up. I think I don't feel right.
In what way?
This is not the song I wanted. But that's cool. It kind of works. Something's not right. She kind of like stumbles and like falls to the ground on her knees. I don't. Something. I think something's
Come over
happening
to
with
her.
my mom.
Shift over into the larger form and pick her up.
Hold on.
You'll start climbing the ladder.
Okay. She'll cling to you, like a baby does to like a baby koala does to like a mama koala.
Mm.
Yeah. She's hurting. I don't know what's going on.
fine.
I think
She's strong.
what she warned me about is happening.
What?
Crimson, help me get to the top. She helped me show me. She helped me see the last moments with my mom. She left me in the woods. I didn't lose her.
Why?
Because she was afraid of something.
You know what it was?
She called it the inevitable.
Oh, sorry. Got Thanos in my head now.
I am inevitable.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. God, I've ruined my floors below this chair. Anyways.
She.
The inevitable.
It's happened to her friends. She said she was the last one. I think it's found her.
She fighting still?
She is. I can't see her, but I can just feel what she's feeling. It's fear.
He
She's afraid.
looks her in the eyes. With great difficulty. It's not just like a, looks her in the eyes like, oh yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna have a conversation. It's like, I wouldn't do this unless it were actually important.
Uh-huh.
I can hardly bring myself to even look at you right now. I can't forgive myself. Looks her dead in the eyes though and says,
She hasn't lost yet.
I don't know
If
how
she's
to
truly
tell.
like you.
say again?
I don't know
Gosh,
how
I gotta
to
turn the music down.
She can hold on.
She's as you said she was. Then love will buy her time. As much as is needed. Because she's not fighting for just herself, she's fighting for you.
Crimson looks down and says, "She's the last one. She's the last of the gods."
How do you spell her name?
Crimson?
Death.
Oh, Zeria? X E?
Oh shoot. Xeria? I thought it was Z. Frickin' okay. I did not expect to have to bring up Ignoria in this session,
I
but
know
you.
I know it's X, because X can make the Z sound, which is like, what the heck?
Air. I'm just looking up Saria because Zaria X. Oh goodness. Xearia. That's the spelling.
Okay.
Trick hears that and is like,
That's concerning.
The last of the gods. So it was true. She isn't the last one, though. Not. Not unless what was said was true. But I don't know what the alternative. If the alternative would be worth it. Tiamat does live, though.
Bing shilling.
What? That's not the response.
Oh,
What?
it's the freaking. It's the.
Oh, staging area.
Yeah. Bing shilling. Bing
That dude looks
shilling.
exactly like John Cena.
It is John Cena.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, frick me.
You,
I've been so confused by these memes. I haven't been able to tell if it's John Cena, if it's a dub over of John Cena, if it's John Cena trying to speak in Chinese. I don't know what's happening anymore.
at first, I was like, that is.
Deep fakes and the internet just... They've done too much.
Bing shilling. Alright.
Bing Jimmy.
She says,
Chair.
Tiamat's gone.
Say again?
Tiamat's gone, Thrick.
Dead.
What?
Dead. With a question mark. Sorry, I'm fixing my chair.
She's outside of her influence. She's useless.
But she's not dead. If I've learned anything,
Oh, go ahead.
death isn't final.
Serenity
Not even death is.
starts to convulse. It kind of looks like what you went through after they pulled you from the rift.
Excellent. He wouldn't know that. Oh, well, he would
You can tell.
he'd have heard mention of, like,
Yeah.
you know, hey, you started convulsing. Oh, that's weird.
Her eyes burn with the blend.
Gosh.
Blood starts to run from her eyes, ears, nose, mouth. As she starts to writhe in the pain on the ground. Crimson says, if you want that device, we have to work now.
All right.
She
Tell
kind
me
of
what to do.
she does the thing on the forehead and drag and like she starts like floating upward from her back, still convulsing and writhing in that pain. Blood starts to drip down her cheeks and, you know, onto the ground. And she says, this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but you need to enter into her mind.
Done it before.
Perfect.
It's true.
She asks for your hand.
Grab it.
Okay.
No hesitation. Let's do this. If
She
I'm being
does.
rused, this is an excellent ploy.
She puts your hand on her temple. Not Crimson's, but Serenity.
I can't reach that high. Anyway.
Well, she'll like pick you
No,
up and
Serenity's.
put...
Crimson's Temple.
Yeah,
Serenity, I'm sure, is fine.
Serenity.
Anyway.
And you blast, like your body's pulled as if you're teleporting, yeah, into Serenity's mind, her conscious. And you see two people. Serenity as a grown woman, and a depiction of what you think to be Azaria. Azaria is troubled. Very, heckin' being
Bling.
chilling. She's words. It's like she's being mentally attacked. It's not her. She's being taken over by some force. And this area is trying to console Serenity, but Serenity is in a hug. And she's like, please don't go, Mom. Please.
I'm walking over. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm gonna start walking over.
Okay. You hear almost like an omniscient voice say, you have to barter with her. You have to barter with Serenity. You have to convince her to let go. They don't hear that, but you do.
Okay.
As
I'll start walking.
she's crying in her mother's arms.
Serenity,
Go away!
you know I can't do that.
You did it once.
I don't want to do it again.
Just leave me with my mom.
Serenity. You're not there, not really. But if you want to get to her, you have to let go for now.
No, please. I'm not gonna let her go.
Serenity, look at her. Look at her.
She kind of like peers up to her mom.
You've seen a lot. She does. She does. But in this moment, you have to let go. Just for a time. Till the real one, till your real mother, can hold you once again. Make yourself a goal. Make yourself what she's fighting for. You have to stand back.
You see a kind of like a shadowy figure in Serenity's form kind of rise from the ground in between you and the mother and daughter. It says, it has like glowing, kind of like reddish eyes. You gave us away to be killed.
I gave you a way to stop that thing you call the inevitable. I always wanted to return. I don't like believing things are permanent. Too much of a... It's assuming too much.
You're just as bad as any other kobold.
I am. But I'm trying to do good.
It's not good enough. You've failed.
It's never good enough. And I'll fail again. But I'm trying. And I will succeed.
No, you.
That's the one thing I'm willing to bet on.
I see through you. Inside of you. You don't have what it takes. You're too susceptible to impulse. You're quick to violence when you feel it to be necessary.
step closer.
Then look at the beach. If you can really see me, look back to that beach.
You spared somebody who killed thousands. You kept them in this world. The very thorns you wish to shear from the rose. You keep them here so they can continue the bloodshed.
Let us not play with inspecific metaphors. Thorns serve their purpose on a rose. They are to protect it. Something beautiful. Let's not play with metaphors that mean nothing, or are hard to grasp, inaccurate. I did what I did because I could save someone.
You hear from Crimson's voice. He's here. Hurry up.
Staring down the shadowy figure
Yeah.
with all determination in his eyes. He's dealing with it. He's dealing with all of it right now. Dealing with it again, but he's not sugarcoating any of it anymore.
You'll never be as good as love.
I'll be better.
Impossible.
That's too many assumptions. I'll do what I must.
You have let so many of your friends die.
Nobody is ever truly dead.
That's a lie.
It's only the truth. Every piece, a block to the future. No matter if the future is destroyed and the past deleted. Always a stepping stone they were, always a building block they were. Some were cornerstones, some were not. But we're all still a part of it. Nobody truly dies.
You start hearing a kind of shouting match between the White Wolf and Crimson outside this realm.
He takes another step towards it.
Okay.
So if you are going to hold me here and speak such things, like you are above them, then listen to what is going on in the world now. You don't have to listen far.
As you do approach, it steps back.
Does that seem like a good thing or a bad thing?
It looks like it's intimidated of you.
Okay. That's good. Man, first person to be intimidated by Patisse. I'm surprised. He'll take another step.
It'll take another step back.
So I'm giving you this one chance. Leave now. Don't come back.
No, don't you see? You're fighting for a world that is already dead. It's too far gone. Too far deep in its own void of hatred.
Not step, but march.
It starts to, panic, almost, and just keep stumbling
Then
back.
it will fall deep into a void, and one day somebody shall cast a line longer than the void can extend. And we shall pull out all that is good, all that is left. We shall seal away or embrace whatever is needed. We will heal.
It just quickly just vanishes. Serenity still holding on tight, but she now looks to you rather than her mother.
He kneels down, grabs her arm.
Do you
You have
promise
to
she's
go.
gonna be okay?
Look at her again. She's not fighting for her, she's fighting for you.
Am I gonna see her again?
That's up to you. So you have to fight now.
Okay. She like hesitantly breaks the embrace. But Saria doesn't.
Frick me! Alright! He turns to Saria.
Okay.
Is it like... Not to say... Wait. Who? What? Zaria. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Serenity and Zaria. They both start with like a
Yeah.
S sound.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting them confused. Gosh. He looks at Saria.
You have to let her go. You have to keep fighting. This isn't the time, this isn't the place.
Tears.
You know there's more time. You know there's another place. But if you don't let go now, you're doing both you and her.
The outside altercation has turned physical, as the White Wolf is just relentlessly just beaten.
I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
The outside
mom stepped in.
altercation has turned
Yeah.
physical, as the White Wolf has started to just, like, scream obscenities and intermittently just, like, shove, slap.
Yeah.
Saria. Saria, you are a good person. I've seen the love of you through your daughter. Love has never died. It never will. I don't know what that means from where you're from. But it is a light. The only light that can burn away all darkness. So let go.
She slowly does. As Serenity reaches out a hand for you to take. Or
He
she
reaches up.
out. Yeah.
He reaches up, takes it.
Okay. And you immediately shunted back. Serenity falls to the ground. The White Wolf is still yelling at Crimson, and she kind of just starts to cower. You regain consciousness back.
Frick looks up at the White Wolf. Would you shut it?
Kind of shoves her down to the side.
He pushes Sarah. Crimson, gosh! That... Crimson?
Crimson.
He'll try and... He'll shift. Right? Right to young form. Alright. Let us, you know, bring our eye levels about equal.
Okay.
He stares him dead in the eyes.
Do you think... Sorry. What was my accent for him? Do you really think that you can beat me? Hmm? Are you about to try?
Think on it.
Staring him in the eyes.
You've stepped too far this time.
You stepped too far a long time ago.
You know what? I'll do it. I will. I will do what you requested. Why you came to me. And he...
Didn't Crimson say we didn't need him?
No, you don't need him.
We don't need him?
You don't need him.
If he starts to move, Thrick draws the blade.
Think I need you anymore. So stand away.
A promise is a promise.
So it is.
And he stabs him.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. Okay. Oh boy.
You have to be joking kidding me, man? I can't roll initiative higher than like 15 unless it's John apparently. All right, fine. Yeah, this is fine. Do I even need to? It's an 11. I got an 11 in initiative.
He got a 25.
Yeah, no, wow, I'm so surprised,
Wow!
Jamie. One of your characters made over 20 initiative? It's not like they
Well, yeah,
always do that.
He rolled on advantage, so it was a big part of it.
You know what's funny is I play a Dex character. I played 2 Dex characters, and they still don't do good on initiative. How do you get good initiative?
How do you?
You have to get like
initiative?
proficiency or something, right?
I just let.
There are like some subclasses and things that
Yeah.
boost that. I've just
Yeah.
never had those things.
I know for I think it's Barb you get advantage.
Really?
I think so. Unless I could
Huh.
unless that was because I had the Black Racer. Was the only time.
You know? You might have a point.
Where is the
By the way, I just want to say, real quick,
yeah.
that Aldernari's little fire AoE thing,
Uh-huh.
right? When it comes up in my campaign, I wasn't copying you. I had it planned out before that, okay?
Okay. Alright. I don't.
So anyway, no, seriously, I have a stat block. I could literally present it to you. It's
I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting. It's okay.
stop doubting me.
I'm not.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah.
the resistance dropping to nothing and the immunity dropping to resistance. All right, I had also already done that. All right, so don't do this, okay?
All right. I'll make sure to, assail you when.
Yeah. Slap a
comes
D&D horror stories posts on Reddit. You know,
up.
this
New
horrible
DM copies.
new DM copies my waifu. I will not stand for it.
My waifu. He is going to make a. Wow. This is a lot much stronger than a.
Do we need a battle map?
We could use one. Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
can prepare one. It's just a simple forest.
That's
around
fine.
with
There's
a
green maps on the Owlbear
Owlbear
Road.
Rodo.
Rodo.
We're just gonna use this map. It's fine. Jakey Wakey. You're gonna recognize this
Stunting.
map. Fuck.
Oh, is it? It's for the third time. The ship.
The ship.
The ship. You know the one. The Spelljammer. The only one that's ever used.
We're gonna be down here.
Not Flynn anymore. I'm
Flanagan.
Rick.
Sicko.
You. Thick. It's also a thing of note that his EXO profile or his EXO character model thing, character token, no longer accurate. And we're coming up on the anniversary of the art piece. I'm just saying.
Yeah, DJ was talking about that the other day.
We're
we have
here.
to sometime.
In Varna? Larry? Larry?
Larry. Yeah. This
Where are
is
we?
This is.
Everything's still set up.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just getting the bonk. Down here.
Down here. Oh. I see.
Yes.
Is that an accurate photo?
Yes.
You're right. It's
But yeah, this is where you had the. Yeah. You know.
You mind if I just do like a little bit of like, oh, the scaling work doesn't do anything on this guy.
No.
Oh,
Zaria. Not Zaria.
dang.
Serenity.
Boom.
is...
It's time to attack the second person today.
Crimson is there. Serenity is there. Alright. Frick. So, he is going to do this. Oh, I need to actually switch on the stream a bit. Combat. There we go. Okay, so what he does is he... He doesn't even move. You must make a con save.
Poggers
Polgare.
in the chat. Poggers. Oh yeah, all our one of one viewers, me, of course.
Mhm.
5. Die instantly. There is no save.
Oops.
Oops! Killed the character. Hey y'all, you remember that thing with the portal? Doesn't ignore that. I don't like where this is going.
You take 70 necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Cheese.
Jeez. By the way,
Yeah.
took resistance to force damage? No use at all. I was like, hey, what's something that comes up pretty frequently? Force damage. Nope. It's always necrotic.
It is, no, it is. There's a lot of necrotic.
It is always necrotic. Give me a second. How much damage?
70.
70. Okay.
It's almost like your flesh just starts to decay off of your bones.
It's fine.
As you notice, you start to get weaker. That lowers your hit point maximum for 2 long rests.
Oh,
70
cool.
hit points. Yeah.
Wait, because that ate through all of my Adone. Does the Adone just have no No hit point.
I'll let you figure out that.
No Adone hit point?
No Adone hit points.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just reduce my max HP.
Hey, Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Max HP modifier, what equals 94? 6. It's only minus 13 from what it was. I'm assuming though the Adone doesn't have any health now.
Yeah.
This is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Serenity looks exhausted after that bit. And he is going to make a spectral scythe shows from his side. He still's not moving. And that is a 16 to hit, maybe?
You know what? Actually doesn't hit.
Okay. And a 18 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay, you take that scythe kind of, he's still standing still. That scythe slashes down. You're able to duck out of the way. But the second slash down, you take.
Does it look like he's moving, or is he still just standing there?
He's still standing there.
He's just standing there,
menacingly. You take 14 piercing. Oh, sorry, 7 piercing and 7 necrotic.
Does the 7 reduce my max HP?
Yes.
Jeez. What's 13 plus 7? 8, 9, 10. Oh. Minus 20.
Do you still think you can win? Or do you still think you can win? It is your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Help! he yells. He pulls out the piece, and is that like a bonus action? An action?
I'll say bonus.
Bonus action.
Here, then there's a bit of a situation.
As he begins to slash.
Another one?
Another one.
Another one.
I never got the first one off.
No, what?
Never slashed.
No, he's saying another one.
Oh, Aeritham!
Yeah. Another one?
Yeah, I'm currently stabbing the White Wolf.
Not a good idea. Please
Well,
don't
come
do
help
that.
me fix it, or get Laurelin. Somebody come and fix this with me.
I can see the panic. I can hear the panic. The White Wolf says.
I'm gonna gaslight him.
You can't see or hear anything. You're literally blind.
And he stabs him in the eyes. I'll roll at disadvantage.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on, can I get that nat 20, double nat 20? Okay, that's fine. 25 to hit.
It's...
Dude, is Crimson conscious?
Yeah, but kind of dazed.
That's fine. I can sneak attack with that.
Okay. Wow.
That's all I was asking for. What else would I be asking for?
Okay.
Calling on my worst enemy to help me unscrew up the situation. That's fine. Give me a second to do the math. Does he have any resistances? Or, well, honestly, the only thing I have to ask is, does he have any immunities? This dagger can bite through any resistance. It doesn't matter what.
Immunity
Still-
is poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Poison?
Poison immunity, yeah.
Mine does acid. Never mind. It's fine. 45 damage.
45, okay.
45 magical, piercing, radiant, and a little bit of acid in there.
You say radiant, eh?
Yes.
He has a vulnerability to radiant.
Ah. Well, it wasn't all radiant. Oh, just a little bit. Like a d6 of radiant. Oh no, it was like 5.
Okay.
But if it looked like that worked, it'll be a lot more next round.
Yes, it will. Alright, yeah, no, you see that radiant, kind of like that radiant glow that kind of emanates from your dagger whenever you use it, has started to kind of eat away as if it's burning slowly at the wound that you have just caused him.
I love what strikes must look like with this dagger. Just this mix of colors strikes, and then a burst of light and a sizzle of acid.
We're gonna do the initiative down in your player thing.
Players.
Serenity is joining, so it is
Oh.
Fane, you, and then Serenity. Oh, sorry, Crimson is joining. I apologize.
Fane?
Yeah, Fane
Fane.
is the White Wolf.
Oh.
What's his name? Fane
Creams.
something.
King Crimson.
King Crimson. It is Fane's turn. The White Wolf. He's going to continue standing there.
By the way, we say it in Patrick's voice, but it's actually SpongeBob who says he's just standing there menacingly.
He's standing there.
I think. No, sorry, it's SpongeBob who says advanced darkness. Patrick says standing there menacingly. Never mind, I'm sorry. I had to get my lore correct for SpongeBob. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I have to.
I gotta do two things at once.
What did you say?
Gotta do two things at once.
What are you saying?
Gotta do two things at once. Yeah.
Oh.
Gotta do two things at once.
Okay.
What? You got a problem with that?
Just the way you said it.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick.
Jake.
I won't hit you too much. A little though.
Too much.
Too much.
You want John to be a permanent?
I want John to be permanent? What?
You want John to be permanent?
I mean, John's pretty pog, but not as a substitute for Thrick. I don't know what you're talking about though. Just do whatever you think you're doing.
Okay. Right.
Do the thing. Did that look like that dealt significant damage to my attack on the White Wolf? Did that look like it did significant damage?
It was a good attack.
It was a solid attack.
Solid attack.
Okay.
He's going to cast Blight. You must make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, is that all? I'm gonna actually start rolling with dice instead of using this digital crap. My real dice have screwed me over more, honestly. Presento! 11. Just for posterity's sake, right? If I rolled on con, never mind. That's a 9 on the actual like D&D Beyond. So, you know what? Real die, you cool with my book. Cool with my book.
You take 42 necrotic damage.
And reduce my max HP by that much. Yes or no?
No.
Good. Good. Good stuff.
Good soup. Good soup.
Good stuff, Johnny.
That is his turn.
That's his turn. That's fine. That's fine.
He's gonna say, I was about to do you a favor. And it's your turn.
Favor schmaver.
Stab him.
Favor schmaver.
In the eyes. Oh, I hit him in the eyes!
Yes.
Did that do anything? With all the acid and radiant and slashing.
Okay. The acid,
I
radiant, and
just remember
slashing,
that.
he has a condition immunity to being blinded.
Oh, okay.
Because he has other ways, but you're actually technically supposed to be rolling these all at disadvantage because of foresight by Ben. Forgot to be said.
Well, joke's on him. I pack tactics.
Okay, so straight rolls.
So it's all straight rolls, no matter what.
He says, or no, sorry, your turn. Yeah, it's your turn. My bad.
Yeah. He said, I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing myself a favor by killing him. Does a 17 hit?
No.
I'm trying to think whether it's worth it or not to do something to try and remedy that. Hey, wait a minute! I need to go up a psionic die size. I forgot it's now a D10.
Okay.
I started at a D8. First thing, alright? Second thing. Homing strike. You can roll your psionic blade die, add the number to the attack roll. If this causes the attack to hit, your psionic die, talent die, decreases by 1 size.
Okay.
So it was a 17 to hit. This'll probably hit. 22 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. The additional acid damage from my weapon, does it get converted to radiant also?
Yeah.
Splashy radiant? It does too? Okay.
Splashy radiant, huh?
Splashy radiant, you know. you want accounting for vulnerability or not?
Account, yeah.
82 radiant.
Alright, nice. Okay. He kind of grunts. And he says, I was going easy. Crimson's turn. Going to try and grapple him for this spell that she's going to pull off. She has to roll at disadvantage.
Grapple me?
No, grapple him. Grapple him.
Him? Who's gonna grapple what?
Crimson grappling White Wolf.
Oh, Crimson's grappling the White Wolf! I forgot Crimson just sounds like an evil name, honestly. So I was like, who's this Crimson and why are they attacking me? And I thought it was the White Wolf.
So that's...
Oh, right, I should display my actual health. Give me a second.
It fails. Okay, yeah, she doesn't, she can't pull that off. 38! Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's his turn now. Oh, actually,
fine.
Serenity will enter into the...
Serenity has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll use my bonus action to say Erithum. Erithum, the wizard man, is talking crap again. No, not crap. Thurk would not say crap. Would he say crap? He'd say crap, but not anything more severe than that, because he'd feel like apologizing.
Trying. I'm gonna be there in a moment.
Very thank you.
White Wolf.
Very thank you. That's
Very
good.
thank you.
That's good. That's good soup right there.
The White Wolf.
Yeah, Thurk's just kind of ignoring the White Wolf at this point.
He doesn't say anything. He actually casts a spell.
Verbal components. So he does say something. Technicality. I just won D&D.
That is verbal, somatic, and material, so...
Uh-huh. I've just won D&D, Jake.
When Crimson gets up and tries to grapple, he kind of, kind of like smacks away one hand and then simply pushes her aside. Then he you have 38 health?
Casts power word kill. The hills that we die on, you know what I'm saying?
The hills that we die on!
Isn't Foresight a 9th level spell?
It is.
Interesting. Interesting.
He's going to use
Die.
die.
That's my favorite. Power word kill is just got verbal components, right? So in my head, it's just like you just get to pick a word, and that word
Poop.
is infused with such power it literally kills someone.
Poop.
You look at somebody,
Poop.
they're on their last legs. I will vanquish you. Poop.
Poop.
And they just fall over dead. Poop yourself.
Poop.
And they die. No! I have an even better word now. Oh crap! They're fighting you, and you just go cringe. And they and they die of
He's
cringe.
gonna power word kill you.
Hog.
He
All right.
says, something.
What does he say?
Consider this a lesson. But as you feel the necrotic damage course through your body, Serenity will counterspell that.
That's good.
At 7th level. You want to roll that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll roll it, right?
All right, roll.
By the way, I just rolled some d6s just because, right? I rolled 3 1s.
3 1s.
I rolled 3 d6, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I got 3 1s. I just wanted to just anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great counter spell, Jamie. So about that 4th one,
No way is it a 1.
it's not a 7,
It's not a
so
7.
it's got to be a 1. It's a 1, Jamie, unless you want to roll.
Power word kill goes through.
Cool.
As you drop to the ground. In death.
Dirk looks at him, then as the body falls backward, right? A ghost steps out of it, and Thirk reforms.
And consider this a full education.
Ring of temporal
Okay,
salvation.
I was about to say it, right? Okay. I was about to say, what the heck?
You remember those 3d6 I rolled?
Yeah.
He's back on 6 health. Because it's con modifier plus 3d6. So it's 3 plus 3.
That's what I'm talking about! Let's go!
That's its charge, by the way. Let me actually see. Once you use it, it turns into dust and is destroyed. So as that body falls back, it hits the ground and its dust scatters across and blows into the wind. And he steps forward through it. Let me just modify my health real quick. Yep, 6.
6.
All right.
Okay.
I can just delete the Ring of Temporal Salvation now, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Deleted. Deletus.
Deletus the fetus. Okay.
That was his turn, I assume.
Yep.
Any reaction to that?
A little smirk, but no, nothing else.
All right. Well, as he steps out of his dying form and says consider this a full education, he goes like for a very straightforward, like like what a jab is in boxing, right? You know, it's very much just like nothing but utility.
Okay.
Strike.
It's Serenity's turn. And then it'll be your turn.
Kill me.
Yeah. But yeah,
No, it's fine.
you kinda
That's
just
awesome.
did.
Serenity. Do something. Well, okay, don't do it again,
You
please.
see a green arc of lightning emanate from her finger as Serenity stands up with all power she can, and kind of the wind whirls around her with just the sheer power as she casts Disintegrate on Mr. White Wolf. And his dex fails.
Oh. Can I just throw it out there? I feel naked without the Ring of Temporal Salvation. That was my ace in the hole for a long time, and I was like, yeah, this will come in handy eventually, right?
Eventually.
But I thought there'd be other players around. Now they're just gonna be like, hey, why'd you die? I thought you had the Ring of Temporal Salvation. And I'm just gonna have to be like, about that. Thrick's already died, so this is Thrick's first official death.
Woo! Baby, that's what I'm talking about. The green arc of lightning just hits him zap in the chest, and you see his body around that, his torso around that point to which it struck, start to just incinerate, and then close back. But the damage has been done. It is your turn.
Give me a second to respond to a message and then move myself to do not disturb. Alright. It's my turn?
Yep.
As it's closing, he'll aim his strike into that area.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop using D&D Beyond before I see what that roll is. There. Please. I'm covering the... I don't want to know what D&D Beyond has to give me. Not anymore. 25.
What you want? Huh? What you want? That hits.
Okay, well now I have to use D&D Beyond for damage because this is too much. Too many dice.
Good girl. Just sitting here nicely. Good girl. Hmm? Do you want to kill Shrek? Hmm?
My goodness. 78 radiant.
78 radiant damage.
Yeah, that's accounting for...
for.
Yeah, that's accounting for.
Okay, Chloe. You're gonna choose. Okay. Oh, Crimson's turn, that's right.
King Crimson. Is he
King
looking bloodied at
Crimson.
least?
Oh yeah, he's definitely bloody at this point, yeah. After that,
Okay.
yeah.
Yay.
Bonk. Okay. Crimson is going to... Brain?
Kill me
She's
again.
gonna try it again because she... Because this is really heckin' good. He rolls at advantage. It's not gonna work. Just by nothing. Okay. Fane's turn.
Does nothing?
Huh? Crimson has to grapple to do it.
Oh.
She can't grapple.
Oh, it's Crimson! Gosh, I forgot.
Okay.
I keep confusing Crimson and
Choose.
Fane.
Choose. Alright, perfect. Alright. Chloe has decided
Oh,
your fate.
yeah, Thrick's bonus action.
Atham, I think I just died.
Oh, it is that top of round. Aerothem, in a Star Trek-esque beam in, appears right there.
Excellent. Weird to be fighting with him.
I'm gonna be honest, they have no idea why I'm doing this.
We'll sit down and have tea about it later.
The White Wolf.
Hey, Aertham's hands, out of curiosity. Still bony or like
Oh.
are they like fully mechanical now?
They're. I was about to actually describe that. Yes, they are. They are mechanical hands now. You can still see the bones inside the mechanics, as if they're made around them. Okay. Yeah. So he White Wolf is gonna do two things.
Mechanical hands are the ruler of everything.
He puts a hand, without looking, under Crimson's temple, or like face, just like more or less like right here, on the forehead.
Quit Vulcan mind melting. This is combat.
And she just collapses to the ground.
Ah, frick.
Not dead. Not dead.
That's fine. Fine.
Unconscious?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
He looks at you, Thrick. Okay, can't really find where my dog is. Okay.
Can hear her.
Yeah, I can't. He is going to power word stun Aerothem.
Ay, ay, ay.
Aerothem is power word stunned. It is Serenity's turn. Serenity is going to Finger of Death him now.
Does it look like the necrotic damage is actually taking hold, or it's like, yeah, it happened, and then it unhappened?
Somewhat. He will succeed that. Take 45 damage. Okay. It's your turn, sir.
I know Serenity's pain, having played Lexi. Everything's resistant to necrotic damage. I guess I'll make an attack, not using D&D Beyond. That's fine. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Pog.
Pogarinos.
Pog in the synagogue.
Alright.
Better than flog.
Dabbing in the synagogue.
$80. That's accounting for
80. Okay.
80. Radiant. Found your
looking hurt.
dog.
He's looking hurt. Hey!
I got a pizza here.
I got a pizza here. What the dog doing? Alright.
Oh, no.
Fane's turn. Wait. Yes. Because Aerothem is stunned.
Frick!
Fane's turn. You see kind of Aerothem struggling to move in place as he just can't. It's almost like he's frozen in time. White Wolf. He's gonna banish Serenity.
To the Shadow Realm.
She's been banished.
Hmm.
We'll put her. We'll just.
Shadow Realm. You add all the... Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing it and you're doing it.
You've been banished to the gay realm.
To the gay realm.
The trans realm.
You were alone. Serenity's gone. Aerothem stunned. Crimson unconscious. It is your turn.
Well, to prove I'm not alone, get Aerotham's wings out. Not Aerothem.
Hey!
Alistair's wings out.
Dude,
Yo, dog.
Look, she's literally destroyed the couch.
Oh. She gets down and looks at you like,
Are you proud?
Is this what it is? Is this what it comes to? To get your attention.
Alright, it's your turn. Right.
to prove I'm not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Alistair's wings.
Okay.
And an attack.
Okay.
D&D Beyond, do not stop. Stop, you've been stopped. No. We're using real dice. Like, real TTRPG gamers.
How'd it go?
It was a 1.
Mm.
And then a ticking echoes through the forest. And it's a 23 instead.
That hits.
If you want to frick with time, I'll do it myself.
Okay. Would you like to describe the attack and how it goes?
Yeah, because I get a +1 to damage that way.
Woo!
Yeah, so he makes his strike, and I'm assuming he would move to dodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he makes his strike, and it's been these very like no nonsense strikes, right? Thrick's usually a little creative, right? Tries to be a little off kilter, but this was very much another like, center mass. It's a safe strike, and it goes, and he sidesteps it, and then there's a flicker and a ticking, and instead of him sidestepping it, or as he sidesteps it, actually, it was a reverse grip stab to the side, and suddenly his sidestep is perfectly in line with the blade.
Okay. You can kill him here.
I'm hoping I kill him here. Let's hope I roll well. Maybe. Maybe.
Hey!
Let's add a +1 to this too.
Look at you, little doggy. Doggy!
74. This leaves him at 1.
He's at 6.
Equal
Equal playing field! You're both at 6 now.
So you want to call it truth? No, I'm kidding.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could actually add to this. I used a bonus action. I used everything, I think. That's fine.
Please make a dex save.
See, that's a curious thing that you've just said there.
Uh-huh.
That's innovation that excites Jamie.
Fortune favors the bold.
The Artois, or some other craft beer. 23?
23. A black arc of lightning shoots from his hand, and you quickly dodge a disintegrate.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, no, no. No, no, no. You naughty, naughty. Oh, no, no.
Naughty. He kind of like, ugh! Not good enough. And then,
Angie issue.
Angie.
Angie. No, I'm Angie, me miss.
He
Disintegrates in the chalk. I've had a song stuck in my head ever since seeing Eretham's Mechanical Hands.
Uh-huh.
I've had the song Ruler of Everything stuck in my head. Because there's a line in it that goes, mechanical hands are the ruler of everything. Mechanical hands are the ruler of everything. Ruler of everything. I'm the ruler of everything. In the end. I love Serenity's banished to the Shadow Realm aesthetic. It's very chaotic.
I have to, I have to get something.
I have to retrieve the trump card.
He has a mini nuclear device just embedded within him. And it's got a dead man switch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If he ever says the words, not good enough, it just blows up.
Not good enough.
Not good
I
enough.
feel like if I had one of those kind of
Adam
things... Yeah, if I had one of those things, I'd accidentally say it one day and just blow up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dang, man,
dang
I'm
it.
not good enough! And you atomize your house. You're just like in the middle of an Overwatch game and
Darn it!
suddenly there's nuclear winter in California.
Why do I suck so bad?
I'd have it set to something that's like weirdly abstract, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it'd be like, you know, the sky is blue and so are you, and then I'd use that as a pun and atomize a random a city block.
Oh,
What are you doing? And how scared should I be?
somewhat scared.
You're not scared? How scared should I be?
Pretty scared. I'm seeing what he can do here with his little magic item.
Oh. But he's only got a bonus action. Never say that, Jake. Don't say that. Ever. Never, ever, never.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Good day. Alright, I have to go to a different table. Oh my god.
Oh, goodness me. Escalation protocol active.
Oh, I forgot to...
Oh,
Jake, I forgot something.
I forgot.
I forgot. Yeah, come on.
What?
We're gonna go to the same table. Please make your way to artifact properties.
Artifact properties? What?
Yes.
Send it to me.
It's in the DMG. I will link it to you.
DMG.
Bonk. There you go.
Bonk. Bonk.
Bonk.
Bang.
skip it up.
Artifact properties. Okay.
Please. I don't think this is the right page because of...
Are you looking for detrimental and beneficial properties? What are you looking for?
Is it this? This may be it.
Okay. Send it over.
No, it's just sending me back to that page. So that is right. Okay, that is right.
You're looking for minor and major beneficial properties tables,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You're on the right. You were on the right spot.
Right. Please roll on the minor property table.
Beneficial or detrimental?
Beneficial.
Oh, strange. I don't know where my big D100 is, so I'll just use a smaller one. 46.
Sorry, major and then one minor. Oh my gosh, I apologize.
Okay, let's do the minor first then. So 46, because that's what I was.
Well attuned.
Well attuned to this artifact.
Never mind. Don't do that one. That one sucks. Go again. That one
One
sucks.
No. I mean, if you gave me necrotic resistance, right, I might actually finally start resisting. I mean, it's of your choice. If you think it's,
I was looking
if you
at...
could actually give me your most, damage type, that would be nice. But if you
No.
want me to roll again, I can roll
I was
again.
looking at the minor detrimental properties.
Detrimental?
Yeah, didn't you say you were rolling detrimental first?
Didn't you say? Wait, is it? You said minor and major.
So
Are they
you're running a major beneficial and a minor detrimental.
Minor detrimental. So
Yeah.
it was 46 in detrimental.
Don't do that one. Roll again.
While tuned to this artifact, your
That-
appearance
that-
changes as the DM decides.
Nope, don't do that one.
Dude, it's an excellent way to get the aberration in.
No.
Anyways,
No. No.
detrimental, right? 57. Your weight drops, boy. You're gonna be able to lift Patisse with a mage hand. Uniquely, I want to point out that detrimental property.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ones I had selected for Fangs of the Hopeful Kobold.
Interesting. You can choose.
You want me
again
to
if
roll
you'd
it?
like. Would you like to
Roll
choose
again.
or would you like to do that one? Since you already have that one.
Can I roll it again and pick?
No.
Because honestly, as a minor detrimental property, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad. It's an all or nothing sort of thing.
I'll go with that. Let me
Okay.
roll a d4. Wait a minute. Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
just want to make you aware.
Mm-hmm.
This applies to his base form, right? Not the Adone.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make you aware that their Komanaki is a little underweight right now. If I roll a 4, his weight drops to 4 pounds.
That.
Because this isn't scaled for small, little kobold creatures. I'll leave it up to you.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. A part of me just wants to roll it and get a 4 just to... I guess that would just kill him, right?
Yes, that would. All or nothing.
I think I have to roll something else.
Alright.
I'll go with nothing because that's... I think too much.
Okay.
39.
Well, to the artifact, you're physically ill and have disadvantage on all ability checks receiving ability strength and constitution.
Honestly,
It's better than death.
Rick's predisposition, right? His lifestyle, it almost fits. It's
It
like a
does.
personification of,
It does.
like a physical manifestation of the, like, usual stuff. So,
Alright.
I'm assuming this is for the dagger?
Yeah. I'll explain why this is happening now.
Okay.
Alright, now one major.
Give me a second to go find the dagger. And now a major.
Major.
Beneficial.
Beneficial.
Okay. Well, that's kind of nice. There's some pretty fun beneficial ones.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just read them. I know the one I really want. The one I've always wanted.
What?
Health regen.
Where? Where's that one?
21 to 30.
Oh.
It's my absolute favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I don't want to look. 47. While tuned to this artifact, your walking speed increases by 10 feet.
Oh my gosh.
He's a little speedier now.
Like he wasn't enough already.
Yeah, 30 feet of movement speed. He's just normal. Let's ignore the fact of the wings and stuff. So, that's a neat property. I'll always miss you, healing. Anyways.
1d6 per round.
Yeah. Dude, 1d6 per round means a d6 every 6 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Even with your 5-minute short rest, that's 6d6. That's full health in a matter of minutes. Might not be great in combat, but out of combat, and especially how I play him in combat, actually, I think it's pretty
Escape.
poggers.
And when
Say again?
I'm reading my notes.
Oh. So while attuned to this artifact, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. I'm gonna go modify. I'm assuming I'm attuned.
Oh, you also get a minor one. Minor beneficial if you want.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah.
71. Except the spell is second level. While attuned to this artifact, you can use an action to cast one first level spell chosen by the DM from it. After you cast that spell, roll a d6 on a 1 through 5. You can't cast it again until the next dawn. Except it's a second level spell.
You pick.
Me pick?
Spell, yeah.
Do I do this now, or I should probably do this now?
Yeah.
I do like, though, how inspecific it was. Any second level, you say?
Mm-hmm. Which one are you gonna choose?
There are already lots, Jamie.
Yes, there are a lot of second level spells.
You know one that I'm... Ooh. I was about to say, one I'm kind of tempted to do is Flock of Familiars.
Mm-hmm.
But, there might be better ones.
Flock of Familiars. Is that just a bunch of familiars?
You summon a few familiars and they stick around for only an hour.
I see.
I mean, that's a pretty good spell.
Tis.
Oh no, I was looking at a different one.
Oh.
Let me... add this property before I actually pick the spell.
Avocados suck, dude. Heck avocados. It's an avocado!
Thanks.
Thanks! Hate that meme.
Sorry, this might take a minute.
You're good.
Oh, the spell. Never have I thought Alter Self to be an appropriate spell for a character
Yeah.
until this character. But that would just be escapism.
At least you recognize that. Thalassophobia.
Say thalassophobia?
Mm-hmm.
R slash thalassophobia. I'm sure that's an actual Reddit.
I would not be surprised.
Should I be picking something that I think would be useful within this combat?
Doesn't matter. Can be anything.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Because
it's gonna be with you. Period. So.
yeah, a part of me is tempted to take locate object because I still don't know where the exo is.
Mm-hmm.
Keep looking.
Interstellar. Low.
Oh, frick.
Oh, frick, it's Thrick!
I have a chance to pick up silence.
Oh my god.
That's like silence is all like almost god tier.
I hate that.
That's gonna be a hard one to top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well there's also web, I guess. I think I'm gonna have to go with silence, man. Like, I'm reading web, and I know it's good, but the amount of casters we fight in your campaign...
Yeah. I'm scared about web. Not web, silence.
Yeah.
Silence you.
Silence. Thought! Okay, cool.
The blade
Cool.
says to you. Take this as a gift. Kill him. And
It's like, kill him?
yeah, but not as menacingly as I did it.
I was about to say,
Sounded
whoa there,
pretty-
Blade. Stop getting bloodthirsty.
Yeah, it sounded a little too much like a serial killer, but more like it's more like a let's finish this sort of like,
Yeah.
and like, kill him. Sort of.
Introducing my new character. This is Shiv the Shanker, and her Shank named Shiv. No, and her Shiv named Shank. Anyways,
Shiv the Shank.
I always get that confused. They're opposites.
Alright.
Shank and Shiv. Anyways. Alright.
You have survived a disintegrate. It's your turn.
Yeah. Is he almost dead?
He's 6.
He's almost dead.
Alright, let's do this.
Just if you hit, I'll ask you how you want to do it.
Oh, no pressure. Frick. Man.
Frick frack.
Frick frack. I'll probably break my back doing a deadlift Monday.
No pressure.
No pressure. This'll be fine.
Just don't
21 to hit?
21 hits. How would you like to do it, sir? Kill the white wolf.
In his much larger form, he can stand at the height of a normal human.
Mm-hmm.
He holds the dagger and grabs one end by the handle and the other by just the tip of the blade, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the part where it's not sharp, right? And just shoves it, decapitating the white wolf.
And so his head falls to the ground. Lifeless. Erethem comes out of his stun. Good work.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Sorry to bother you.
I've had personal stakes with this fiend for a while.
You coming out positive now, or?
Jamie didn't understand what you just said. Sorry.
Have you just gained a boon in this, or a thorn in your side?
I'm indifferent. You
Did-
heard him say that twice.
Did Serenity come back?
Oh yeah, yes. Serenity does come back.
The child pops into existence.
Child, here she is.
Slowly, this voice has devolved into Flanagan.
No,
Not Flanagan.
you're pirate.
Zeffenweld. Yeah, slowly devolved.
Zeffenweld.
Zeffenweld.
Go, Jijip.
Zeffenweld Gojijep.
It's all about how you use the voice, though.
Tempted to recycle some ideas from that campaign.
Yeah, I support it.
Anyways,
Zeffenweld was chill.
Zeffy. Okay.
Zephyr.
Lord Erethem takes a breath. I hate not being able to move.
Hate
You
being
okay,
dead.
Kid. To the Serenity. She nods. What
Dirk
now?
uncomfortably rubs where the ring used to be. Just as a passive thing, not as like a grand show. It's just like, that doesn't feel right anymore.
Mm-hmm. You've had that on
Yeah.
since Mel's dungeon.
Yeah,
After you killed the snake.
he transitions back to Batiste.
Particle.
Is Crimson up?
No, she's still unconscious.
We've just burned this bridge. We probably need to get her back in well-functioning order. I'm having to very much focus on getting back to this voice. Hey, we're here. It's all good.
What happened since you met Lori?
Did I mention fear? I mentioned fear. Fear appeared, and he's looking for his sister.
This is me drawing a blank.
He was looking for his sister. He went and confronted the White Wolf, and then I was given the opportunity to chase down Serenity,
He gestures over to Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
so I took it and found out Crimson here is in support of helping us. She has potentially an alternative outside of the soul snatching method.
Is there even one?
What?
An alternative?
I was told. So maybe there's a hope.
Okay. We'll see.
There's got to be more. There's got to be more to it. But that's, I guess, for when she's awake, if she wakes up. Outside of that, Serenity here.
Gesturing to the child.
You're aware of who Zaria is, right? New Death.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like she might be the last god.
Things sure works quickly.
Yeah. Not temporally locked either. Guess that's the point.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it beautiful?
It's a little horrifying,
Yeah.
more than anything.
It comes with the...
Something curious, though, that Laurelyn brought up.
Hmm?
There's a... I had no better wording for it besides time cops. I recently have come to learn...
Aldertall.
I didn't even know that. I know her name's not Aldernari.
Frick me. That's the wrong campaign!
Evelyn? No, wait.
I've come to learn her name is Eowyn.
Eowyn. Oh, I said Evelyn.
The Aldertar. Yeah. She hasn't been doing anything to stop a lot of things. It's just
Probably dead
curious to
already.
me.
Say again?
Probably dead already. Or...
Maybe.
Or no.
But she wasn't taking actions.
Say again?
Probably dead or something worse.
For our sakes, let's hope it's something worse. That might mean it's a little easier to correct. Or for my sake, you seem on the fence.
What's done is done.
Maybe.
So? What now? Brave little kobold.
That feels very weird coming from you.
Anything that stands up against this, I'd consider brave enough.
He walks over to Crimson. I can remember names.
Yes, you can.
Barely.
Mm.
We can unbanish Serenity.
Serenity equals back.
He checks Crimson's pulse first.
Slow, but still there. Almost, it's at like a almost asleep sort of like pulse. So
Okay.
yeah, not as
I'm
fast
going-
as that, but
Psionic link to Erythim and Crimson.
okay.
Crimson?
I guess Erythim hears it too.
You able to hear this?
You see a finger twitch on
I'll take that. I'll take that as a yes. Are you able to get yourself out of this, or do you need help? One twitch for you can. One twitch, two twitch for you can't.
She can.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you just need time? One for yes, two for no. Okay.
Okay, it doesn't actually go like that. It's more like
Yeah.
a simple like
Okay. Oh, yeah.
yeah, little tap.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay, before we do that, Earthen, is it weird to offer a body to the trees here?
Well, what?
I tried digging a hole, and a tree got mad at me.
Yeah, they tend to do that when you mess with their earth.
Can we request then that what I'm standing on,
like, I assume they're not like near a tree right now.
No.
if I started digging right now to bury a body, would I be allowed to dig? I take it no.
Oh,
Trees?
yeah, I was about to say, don't ask me, ask them.
He just looks up.
Trees? Would you be willing to bury and protect this body for us?
Are you in reference to the White Wolf or Crimson?
The White Wolf, not Crimson.
The White Wolf starts to get enveloped by the earth. Reminds you of Mosfiradar, almost.
I have no idea what to call that. I'm just gonna start calling it Adar, by the way.
Adar.
Mosphere, Itovir, neither seem right anymore.
Earth.
Earth. Adar. What is it? Earth. What kind of Earth? Earthy Earth.
Earth. It's earthy Earth!
Ah, yes. It appears there is Earth here.
Earthy Earth.
This Earth is made out of Earth.
It seems
Um,
the floor is made of...
Thank you.
They
It says to
lean
the
down.
tree. Oh. Is it?
You feel a sense of security.
Oh.
And that's where we end the session.
Cool. Wow, my head feels heavy
Yeah.
with knowledge and sleep deprivation.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. I read a book on the occasion.
On the occasion. I read a book
On the
on the occasion. You know what I have to show for it? This
Nothing.
Lamborghini.
This Lamborghini. Do you know what's better than do you know what's better than reading books on the occasion? Lamborghinis. I buy a Lamborghini every day. Bill Gates be like. Is the stream ended?
No, I was about